The United States is the first nation in the history of the world to circumcise the vast majority of its men in secret, when they couldn't remember it, when most of them grew up without knowing that part of their sex organ had been cut off. Infant circumcision is fundamentally an experiment by American doctors upon a nation's men, the first in human history. Their intention is not publicly announced, at least not in the 21st century, or even the latter part of the 20th century. But they made it clear, American doctors did, when they introduced circumcision to the United States in the late 19th century and in the early 20th century, that the purpose of circumcision was to injure, damage, obstruct, hinder, and oppress male sexuality. They published that in the medical journals, ladies and gentlemen. They published it in the medical journals. And they told parents that circumcision would punish their boys for masturbation and prevent them from masturbation, or deter it in many cases. That is the sordid, depraved, barbaric origin of circumcision in the United States. Now, there is a fundamental element of human nature that hates change, that rejects change. So we were all born and raised in a genital cutting culture. When you're raised in such a culture and the adults around you pretend that it's normal to cut off part of a child's sex organ and normal to hide it from him, many men to this day, don't know whether they are circumcised or not. I've had numerous men ask me, how do I know if I'm circumcised? And I have to describe the anatomical difference between the appearance, the mushroom appearance of a circumcised man, and the normal appearance of an intact man. Our job is to reject the harmful practices of the past. That's our job. That's our work. We don't just swallow what we're taught like guppies, like fish, like sheep.